If you're trying to conceive, you might be feeling overwhelmed by all the fertility advice out there. Maybe you've been told to just relax. Ugh, I hate that one. Or you found yourself down a rabbit hole with fertility diets, supplements, and tracking apps. What if I told you that improving your fertility doesn't have to be complicated, it just needs to be strategic? In this video, I'm walking you through a step-by-step plan to actually improve your fertility in 2025. Whether you're just starting out or you've been trying to conceive for months, this will give you the clarity and confidence to take that action towards a more nourished and healthier fertility journey. And trust me, these are the exact steps I use with my one-to-one clients to help them get pregnant faster and actually not hate the process. So grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's dive in. And before we do, if we haven't met before, I'm Maddie. I'm a fertility and women's health dietitian based in Western Australia, but see clients all across Australia and worldwide. And I'm a mum to 2 boys. But let's get back to the action. Step 1, first things first, you need to know what you are working towards. Are you trying to regulate your cycle and get your hormonal markers in check? Are we looking to improve egg or sperm quality, boost implantation success or reduce our risk of miscarriage, prep for IVF or IUI or any other kind of journey that is requiring a little bit of additional assistance? Or are you just starting out and you're wanting to boost your chances of getting pregnant naturally? Your fertility strategy depends on your goal. So knowing this will help guide your nutrition plan and where to start, because we can take a targeted approach and work our way there to get to your goals quicker. So your first little piece of homework is just to grab a little notepad and just free write what your goals are for 2025 when it comes to your fertility health, getting pregnant quicker, your health of your future children, anything that comes up, because I feel like this is a great starting point and really helps you double down on what could be missing for you and what steps can actually help to get you pregnant in 2025. Step 2, it wouldn't be very dietitian-like of me to not include your nutrition and diet. So I want you to audit your current nutrition. Because now that we have a goal, let's talk about what's on your plate, literally. Your nutrition can and will make a huge difference in particularly your egg and sperm health, and also things such as your outcomes through IVF, your implantation success, your early pregnancy health. It is so important and so underrated and just goes under the radar, in my opinion. So these are some fertility must-haves or things to look out for when you're auditing your current nutrition and what you're currently eating in a day. Protein is a really important one. There is no set protein that every person will need. It will depend on your individual requirements, your medical conditions, your fitness levels. There's so much that actually goes into it. But for example, my protein needs are around 100 grams per day. So aiming for something around there is a good start. What about omega-3 fatty acids? Omega-3 fats have a huge benefit for both egg and sperm health, as well as other hormonal health aspects. And this comes from oily fish, got your walnuts and other seeds. And yeah, this is a good one just to check in to see if you're getting enough in your daily eating, because otherwise this is often one that we would recommend a supplement if you are not getting enough. Other nutrients such as iron. We know that iron deficiency can impact your fertility health and prevent you from getting pregnant and prevent ovulation and all those kind of things as well. So this is a really crucial one to make sure we're not deficient and we're getting enough of those sources, as well as folate and folate's cousin being choline are very important nutrients for that early pregnancy and therefore reducing our risk of miscarriage and helping support our hormones as well. And lastly, antioxidants. These are found in a range of fruit, veggies, even dark chocolates, nuts, seeds. When I think about antioxidants, it's just thinking colour, variety, vibrance is a good way to just figure out where they're coming from. But these are really important in reducing our inflammation markers in our body and helping to support our overall health, which includes our hormonal health. One easy way to get more of these nutrients is to build your meal around protein, healthy fats and fibre. So if we're thinking about some meals that we could include that would fit this, an easy one is eggs on a whole grain toast with some seeds and extra bits in it, and some avocado topped with hemp seeds. Beautiful. What about some salmon with quinoa and green leafy vegetables? Or simply, it could just be a piece of steak, some frozen veg, some sweet potato, and that is a pretty healthy meal. It doesn't have to be complicated. Step 3, we want to optimize our supplements, but we don't want to overuse supplements. Often in clinic, I'm actually removing supplements and consolidating what people have so that we get the best and biggest bang for our buck. We're making sure we're filling those nutritional gaps. We're putting in supplements that have some really good evidence for, say, antioxidant properties or boosting egg or sperm health, but we're not overdoing it. Because if we're mixing and matching a lot of supplement blends, we can actually overdo it. And one nutrient in particular I can think of just off the top of my head is vitamin B6. So that is in quite a few different blends of supplements. And if we go above 50 milligrams per day of that, it can actually cause some negative side effects in your body. And yeah, it's not ideal. We don't want to be overdoing it with supplements there. A nice addition to your diet. Some key supplements to consider would be a good quality prenatal multivitamin with a methylated form of folate, and also including in that some choline, and making sure it has the most bioavailable forms of the nutrients in it. Omega-3 fatty acids, in particular, making sure it has a good ratio of DHA, coenzyme Q10, in particular for improving egg health. Vitamin D deficiency can affect our hormonal health. So this is one I always recommend people get checked, because even in a country like Australia, where there is lots of sun, we have such high rates of vitamin D deficiency. And it is often not a automatic supplement that people would take compared to countries that are colder, like the UK, for instance. And then there's some other nice to have antioxidants, such as vitamin C and E, or nicotinamide riboside, which is the NAD plus precursor. And just your reminder that everyone's fertility needs are unique, and that includes supplements, but it's just nice to have a little bit of a starting point. And if you want me to break down, in particular, prenatal multivitamins in a future video, or you would like a video around specific supplements for trying to conceive over the age of 35 or 40, please let me know in the comments and I can definitely create that for you. Step 4, not always the easiest one, but I'm going to say it anyway. We want to reduce your stress and inflammation, because we cannot talk about fertility without talking about stress levels, and in any way we can, reducing inflammation in our body, because it does make a difference. Stress and environmental impacts can impact our ovulation, our egg and sperm quality, and our hormone levels. So here is what I think is important to prioritise if you are serious about getting pregnant in 2025. Sleep, daily movement, self-care practices to reduce stress, anxiety, and help mindset. And don't underestimate the power of mindset on this journey. I think that that's really important, because it can be a tough journey that does bring up a lot of triggers and undealt with, unresolved traumas. Yeah, so having good support through it, if you're finding it's getting a bit murky, a bit challenging, is essential. And then in terms of reducing inflammation, supporting your diet with anti-inflammatory foods, aka rich in those antioxidants, polyphenols, and pre and probiotics. And the key is think colour and variety on your plate. Fertility is about your overall health, never just about food. Food is just one component in the overall picture. Step 5, and probably one of the more important steps, but sometimes gets left off the table, is we need to track your progress. How do we know what's working and how far you've actually come if we don't check in with your progress? These are just a few things that I would check into to see if we know whether your fertility is improving and what you've been working towards is actually helping. Checking lab markers, getting your bloods done, so checking even things like AMH, egg reserve, or more importantly, vitamin D status, iron status, thyroid function. If any of those have been out of whack or you've been deficient in any nutrients, then we can check to see how your laboratory markers are doing. For the PCOS girlies, checking your insulin and your blood glucose, that's a great way to see how your changes are going. Yeah, anything to do with blood tests, lab markers, that's a really concrete way of tracking. Track your cycle. This one can be eye-opening, so seeing the difference and changes in length, of ovulation signs, luteal phase health, other factors around your cycle like cervical mucus, etc., etc. That's a really good one to track. Monitor your symptoms, so whether it be more regular periods, better energy, reduced PMS, improved skin, mood, bloating. Don't underestimate, monitoring some of those changes, and then that way you can see how far you've come. And then lastly, consistency in nutrition. So have you met your protein, energy, or nutritional needs, and have you been consistently taking your supplements? And things don't happen overnight. The key would be to give your body 3 months to make these changes, get in the routine, make those small, sustainable habits a part of your daily life. And small, consistent habits lead to such a big impact over a 3-month period. Huge. I know this can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to do it alone. As a fertility dietitian, I help women just like you to build a realistic, personalised plan to improve fertility and get you on the road to pregnancy faster and have a little bit of fun along the way. If you are interested in one-to-one support, I will link in description bookings. And if you are wanting a little bit of a head start in this journey, wanting to try some things out, I'll also link a free 3-day fertility meal guide to give you some inspiration. And it's also been created by me, focusing on all those nutrients we spoke about in step 2 of the nutrition audit. And if you found this video helpful, please like it, please subscribe. I'm hoping to make a lot more videos like this year. See you next time.